know Lemmy on some sort of personal level. Not really personal. He was one of the people that kicked District 9 out his dressing room, man. Me and my man Mike was up in there taking his beers, yo. He had a nice little fruit salad. We destroyed it, yo. And he was like, this is Motorhead's dressing room. And my man Mike was like, nah, Motorhead dressing room was over there, son. Next thing you know, security came and we had to bounce, yo. We had to bounce the whole joint. But, you know, that's how it goes, yo. Wilding out in the Bronx, yo.
I go by the name of Nova, representing that black suit movement. My band is called Docu-Series. Everything you can just and well, I'm a vocalist. I do like singing. I got into music because I like. Now, what was the question again? I'm sorry. What was the first one? I started performing because I was always into music ever since I was young and entertaining people, and I used to be high energy all the time. So I used to always entertain people one way and another, and I found my craft in music. And I love performing and rapping all the time.
Instrument of a guitar, you know what I mean? The Les Paul is definitely the type of guitar that I enjoy playing for various reasons. Slash being number one. Sorry. There was a lot of tunes that I was taught on another instrument besides the guitar, so I kind of put it on guitar. So the first tune that I ever learned was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And then I picked up on other things like the national anthem and things like that. Rock songs, I would say Sweet Child of Mine was the first. Being in a Hispanic background, everybody's musical in Hispanic household. Like everybody's playing some sort of congas or the maracas or something like that. One little, I don't even know what they call it. It has the little, them cheese grated. So everybody was pretty musical. Nobody was really in my family playing guitar. It's mostly like percussion instruments and things like that.
What are the future goals for NCE?
What NCE is trying to accomplish is we trying to get worldwide. That's our basic need right now, is to get worldwide, because we already know that the music is crack. Like we already know that things is gonna be going our way basically. So what we really need is something to push us into the next level, such as bringing us out of New York and into maybe another country. We even want to get to other states in the United States. We definitely just want to broaden our horizons as far as music goes, which is, we're kind of chipping at the ice right now to get to that level. We're definitely going to get there. I'm pretty sure of it. Right now, we have our bass player Ralph. He's a new addition to the NCE, and we definitely looking forward to getting a full band sound. He's killing it right now on the bass, and we definitely need somebody on the three of us level, as far as we're looking for keyboards and drummers and people like that, so that we could just grow as a band. The three of us right now, if you would have heard what we did, you would have definitely enjoyed and definitely love exactly what we've been trying to do for so long right now. I mean, it hasn't been that long. We've only been working for about a year or so, but we're definitely going in the right direction, and the future looks real open for us right now. It looks real big, real big. I'm definitely looking forward to everything that NC is about to do.
Started off as a guitar player and just recently switched to bass. First track I've ever learned was Dream On by Aerosmith. That was on guitar. As far as bass goes, the first track I learned was the Backpack song from Dora the Explorer. My daughter loves it, so started playing it for her, and you know, she dances around, and that's made me actually want to start playing the bass, was her reaction to the rhythms. So I just kept with it and fell into a good opportunity. My sister used to sing in the church choir. My dad was a lover of classic rock music, and that's what actually got me started into that life. Was my dad listening to the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix and the Led Zeppelins. And I mean, I went to the next generation kinda with Aerosmith, but then of course I went back, and Beatles and Zeppelin are probably now my biggest influences as far as my playing as guitar and bass. You know, John Paul Jones is like my idol right now. But yeah, my family, you know, I guess you could say it was musical to a degree.
My family, my musical interest was very wide range. My brother used to, pretty much was my biggest influence with the music I listened to, as far as in the 90s hip hop until 2000s when he started listening to rock and stuff like that. So whatever he listened to, him being a bigger brother, that's what I ended up listening to. And yeah, and he's pretty much my biggest influence in the music choices that I made. Throughout the years, it changed, you know, with people really influenced me musically. You know, like I said, Wu-Tang was one of my biggest influence, just because of the style and the grittiness at the time of the 90s. And that was one of my favorites. You know, Outkast was one of my favorites in the early mid-90s. In 2000s, my brother would listening to like Red Hot Chili Peppers and Tool and stuff like that. And those are some of my biggest influence. Tool, Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's a lot. It's really hard for me to say who was my biggest influence, because I just like so much different kinds of music, so I listen to a lot of different music. Releases, open mics throughout the city, different boroughs, at the Pyramid, at Don Hill, Sullivan Hall. I won a lot of competitions for like, you know, you get into a competition, you perform 1 or 2 songs, and I won $1,000 showcase, $250 showcase, won a feature showcase where you could come and you perform a whole set for a bunch of people, industry people. Yeah, all kinds of competitions, and I won a lot of them, and yeah, those are good times. You know, it's like a trophy for an athlete. You know, it kind of shows that what you're working towards is pretty much in your grasp, because you're able to beat out 30 other artists who are, you know, supposedly professional or hot, you know, and sometimes it's some stiff competition. No homo. Well, Remy Martin's DJ, I did his show, HateMoneyRadio.com. Y'all can check that out.
Underground scene for quite some time now. I caught wind of the dude at my man Mental Supreme's $1,000 showcase. Anything attached to money, you know I'm somewhere in the vicinity. So it was only right that he had me as a guest judge that night. My man Nova's in the building with us. What's poppin', homie?
Yes, what's good? BXO, Nova in the building. Nova is in the building. Shout out to Bedtime, got me out here. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you know, I was at that $1,000 showcase, and I left with that money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I got my interviews on YouTube, if you Google it. But yeah, I did a couple radio shows, freestyles and stuff like that, talking about Nova sees everything, and the future holds for us. As long as the mistake isn't huge, people for the most part wouldn't really notice. So pretty much just keep going. You know, don't pretty much highlight it like, oh, I messed up. You know, 'cause people won't notice, won't care, because everybody's in the moment like you. it is a big flow, you know, you can't stop. You know, you gotta keep going because, like they say, music goes on. When I practice, I try to practice as long as I can because when it's time to hit the stage, it's a lot of energy. So cardio is very, very important. I do a lot of jumping around, non-stop motions, which would have a person breathing heavy. So cardio is very important. Deliver my vocals and practicing for as long as I can, whether it be 2 hours, 3 hours, rehearsals, or it depends on what's the setting. So, going over my set list, the whole set list, and then going back and going over certain songs I'm really strong with.